as we run the floor. A bizarre series. No home team has won a game. Mavs beat the Clippers last night in LA, 105-100. So Dallas up 3-2. Luka Doncic was ridiculous. 42 points, 14 assists. They can put that away Friday night. To the West, Donovan Mitchell, 30 points, leading the Jazz to a Game 5 and series-clinching win against the Grizzlies, 126-110. Jazz will await the winner of Clips and Mavs. In the East, no Embiid, no problem for the Sixers. They beat and close out their series with Washington, 129-112. Seth Curry leading the way with 30. Ben Simmons adding a triple-double for the win. Sixers will now play Atlanta. Last night, Trae Young taking a final bow at Madison Square Garden as the Hawks eliminate the Knicks. Young was spectacular, 36 points, 18 of those in the fourth quarter, and he really emerged. And Jalen Rose, of course, Jalen and Jacoby every single day here on ESPN and the star of all of our NBA coverage. So, Jalen, I'm hearing people say Trae Young is the next Steph Curry. What do you think?
I know why they say that. They both are terrific guards, and they do it vastly different, however, Greeny. The thing that they have in common that's unusual is that they're both what I consider 4-layer scorers. That means, like Dame Lillard, those two guys are shooting from the logo. So that just elongates your defense in a different way than other players can do. But let me talk about the differences, because I think they're more different than people realize. Steph Curry is terrific in playing and moving off the ball, a la Reggie Miller, a la Ray Allen. Trae Young is a terrific playmaker and ball handler. He noticed that he initiates offense for his team, and he's required to be their primary ball handler and also lead them in assists. That's why you'll see Trae with the 30 and 10 games. So they're so much alike, but they're so very different. And here's something else. They both have runners. They both have floaters. Trae Young's goal is to be the villain. Ice Trae. He has the crowd booing him. He has the crowd chanting against him. When Steph Curry is putting up 50 in the Garden, they're cheering for him. So it's vastly different how they both approach the game mentally. But either way, they both are terrific performers. But when you say the next Steph Curry, here's what you're really getting to. Can Trae Young be an MVP candidate? Yes. Can Trae Young be a superstar and lead the Atlanta Hawks out of the East one day? Absolutely.
Okay, I like that. I like the comparison a lot, and I think you're right, particularly the whole idea about one of them being the villain and one of them being the friendly hero. Meanwhile, it's the Knicks that he knocks out, and the Knicks had a really good season this year, but a lot of their flaws were very much on display in this 5-game series. Is there a move the Knicks can make this offseason, Jalen Rose, that will make them a legit contender?
You're not going to want to hear this, Knicks fans. You're not going to want to hear this. You overachieved this year. It was a 72-game season. You had a high 4 or 5 seed. You got beat by a Hawks team that's more talented and is actually on their second coach this year. And Himbo gave me a stat. On March 1st, the Hawks fired their coach, Lloyd Pierce. They're 31-12 since that date. That's the same record as the Philadelphia 76ers. So if you're the Knicks, nothing knee-jerk. Exercise patience. There's always going to be a great player that gets disgruntled with his situation and or wants change. A couple of years ago, just think about it. Kyrie Irving told the Celtics he wanted to be there. Kevin Durant was a member of the Golden State Warriors playing with the Splash Brothers. A couple of years later, they both end up with the Nets. So if you're the Knicks, exercise patience, continue to develop your roster, continue to build around Randall, continue to develop R.J. Barrett, continue to allow Quickly to grow, get Mitchell Robinson back, build from within, allow Toppin to grow, and then when a player gets disgruntled or so a superstar gets unhappy, that's when you make your move.
Okay, so we'll see. Telling the Knicks fans it's going to take a little more time. Meanwhile, no time to wait for the Lakers. They play their Game 6 tonight, Jalen. I want to phrase the question this way. Does Anthony Davis have to play tonight and be effective for the Lakers to win?
No, because your role players play better at home. And Dennis Schroeder and KCP play a lot better. So will Kyle Kuzma. the bigs will get involved. You'll see Drummond catching lobs, have double-digit boards. You'll see Marc Gasol making threes. Like, they will play better on their home floor. But that doesn't exclude what LeBron James needs to do. And so I saw LeBron basically de-escalate himself the last couple of games. There are possessions where it's 4-on-5 by the Suns. There are possessions where LeBron necessarily wasn't attacking. What he was doing, Greeny, he was pacing himself. That's why LeBron James left the game at like 5 or 6 minutes to go in the previous game. He already started his routine to get ready for tonight's game. And I don't anticipate LeBron to go out and score 40, but I do need him to be aggressive attacking the basket and be the LeBron that caught the lob off the backboard from Caruso. That's one of my favorite plays. We need LeBron to be in attack mode. We need him to be aggressive. But I do need 35 points. It can't just be 25 points and 7 assists. LeBron got to be aggressive. He got to set the tone like you saw Jason Tatum do when the Celtics took a win from the Nets, like you see Damian Lillard do when they're trying to advance against the Nuggets. Your best player can be a scorer like LeBron is, but also he got to be a bucket, and that's 30 points at least.
So I want to finish it by asking you this. Here we are talking about, can the Lakers find a way to get out of the first round? As you watch them right now, are they a legit threat still to win the championship this year?
Yes. I'm going to exercise what I told Knicks fans to do, is be patient, because they're still the defending world champions. You want to pay homage to the number 2 seed. That means the Phoenix Suns were better this regular season. And also Chris Paul left the game due to injury. So it really is going to hamper on who is the most healthy. If AD comes back and he performs in Game 7 and it's 30-point AD, then they advance. But if AD returns, and I'm anticipating they win Game 6 whether he plays or not. If AD returns Game 7 and it's like 20 points and 7 rebounds, they won't win. It's that close, and it's going to be determined by AD's injury, Chris Paul's injury, and LeBron James' aggression, with the wild card being Devin Booker, who can upset the apple cart and just go out there and drop a couple of 35s and 40s and then send the Phoenix Suns into the next round.
The winner of this series will get the winner of Portland-Denver. That one, 3-2 Nuggets as we speak. Jalen Rose, Jalen Jacoby this afternoon and every afternoon. And, of course, the NBA coverage back on Friday night. The best.
Brother.
Thank you, Jay. You're the best. Again, Friday night, I mentioned it. Oh, you're going to have Game 6, Mavs and Clippers. What a series this has been. Home team hasn't won a game yet. LA on the brink of elimination. We'll see Jalen and company tip off 9 Eastern.